So I got a fun story. So we went to Buffalo Wild Wings
Beautiful.
and the girl came up to us and she's like, "Oh, I'm Izzy," and I was like, "Oh, you know me, I'm friendly." I'm like, "Hey, what's up, Izzy?" And so what was the? It was like really weird that we were like
Are you guys
talking to her,
regulars there?
semi-regular, semi. But like we never seen her before, and
Oh, okay.
she had three jobs, and I was like, "Oh, I can give you a fourth one." And she's like, "Oh, really?" And
Oh
I was
God.
like, "Oh shit, this bitch, what the fuck?" I was like, "No, no, it's not like that, girl." You know what I'm saying? But long story short, she's ready to choke on some cock for a couple bucks. You know what I'm saying? What? Oh, this episode is brought to you by Toxic Masculine.
Well, I thought Trojan
Oh,
condoms, but okay.
huh?
I thought Trojan condoms, but okay.
Yeah. There's no condoms and blowjobs, bro. What are you doing?
Well, not unless you're Mormon.
Herpes all around.
Let's talk to Magic Johnson about that one. No.
Speaking of herpes, hey, welcome to another episode of
Jesus
Opinions
Christ.
Mostly. No one's ever watched this episode or any of our episodes, so we appreciate you being here. If you're paying,
We're being
this much
sued by
attention.
NFL Network, by the way.
Yep.
I knew it because we were giving away the script like 5 months ago when I was like, "Oh yeah, fire Joe Barry," and everyone's like, "You're an idiot," and now they're all like, "Fire Joe Barry." I'm like, "Okay, yeah,
Or Matt
okay."
Canada in Pittsburgh. Yeah, I know.
You know that like that meme with like the Kevin guy from, oh god, come on, you guys know it, the meme with
I send so many memes every day, Nick. I don't know what you're referencing, sir.
Queens, King of
Oh yeah,
Queens.
go
This
Kevin
guy's
James.
like,
Oh yeah, Kevin James.
Kevin James, yeah, that's me. They're like, fire Joe Barry. He's like, I was saying this like 3 months ago. I'm like smoking a cigarette. Yeah, that's me.
Your dad, the
Anyways,
whole game. We'll get into it, but I got a whole thing about your
thanks for
dad.
joining us, guys. Opinions mostly, baby. We skipped last week because there's holiday bullshit. You know how it is. Season 3, episode 13. Sitting directly across from me in the virtual universe, the one and only Aaron the Hammer Quilly.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Also
Happy to be
sitting
here,
directly,
sir.
huh?
Said happy to be here.
Oh, are you happy
Well,
to be
act
here?
like
Are
it
you
then, all
actually
right?
though? No, you look miserable.
He looks like we just woke him up from a nap or something.
Maybe.
He looks like he was just babysitting a guy that got broken up with a 19-year-old girl, and he's like driving drunk downtown.
He looks like he just got off from work on a 19-hour shift.
Hey, anything on a 19-year-old is fine.
Oh geez.
Sitting directly next to him is the one and only Joe Special Teams Spollery.
Glad to be here, Nick. I'm pulling a card out of Aaron Rodgers' book here. Whenever you introduce yourself, you need to tell how many times you've been boosted and vaxxed. So we gotta just keep the record straight here. All right.
And me, Nicholas, the Shark Herps.
Twice boosted, right?
Twice, 3 times. I don't know. I'm
I'm
fully
up to
boosted.
6 right now.
Fully boosted.
Fully calibrated, right?
If you know what I mean.
Boosters left and right.
Oh,
Jesus. We're a bunch of idiots. No one watches this. This is pointless.
Yeah, this is why no one watches us.
So if you haven't heard, no. We all suck. One of our best friends is going through a hard time, and we are all depressed. And I'm wearing red sunglasses in the house.
You got it,
It's
Sean.
literally what? No. It's literally 10:15 p.m. All right. Let's talk some football because there's nothing else.
Foosball.
We kind of don't really have a script today because honestly, we don't give a fuck.
Well, the Shark just, didn't give a fuck.
So, I want to talk about how much I don't give a fuck about Taylor Swift and how I love that she was a Philadelphia Eagles fan and she's all of a sudden this Travis Kelce fan and all of a sudden they're losing.
Mm-hmm.
There's a stat I saw. It was like ever since they started dating, I think Kelsey's only had like 1 or 2 tutties since they started being official.
He was never doing that good all year, so I mean, he was hurt too and all that stuff.
Well, I mean, he's doing a lot better pre-Taylor versus post-Taylor, that's for sure. This season.
All I want to say is thank you, Taylor Swifties, you fucking dumb fucks, because
I mean,
You're
Raiders-
literally destroying that team, and I love it. I love.
There should be a
everyone-
whole boost of Spotify plays from Raiders fans ever since
Well,
they started dating.
don't
You know what I mean?
double up the spot yet. Hold on, Jesus. I'm talking about how much that team is self-destructed. They should have done Hard
Oh, it's
Knocks
beautiful.
about that.
Mhm.
If they would have done Hard Knocks about Kansas City with Taylor Swift over there joining the club, and then the thing's just falling apart. It's like watching, you ever, it's like Harry Potter. If Harry Potter,
Yeah.
this is like watching Harry Potter transition
Yeah.
into a mother. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I think Taylor wrote a song about the Chiefs. It's me. Hi, I am.
I'm the problem. it's me. That's a good one. Tell me. Oh, you better stone that because that's good.
No, I made
let's
that up
talk-
on the
let's-
spot, baby. I didn't get that from Pat McAfee. Nobody.
Wow.
Shout out to
Job.
Pat.
Damn.
Proud of you.
Shout out to Pat.
Special teams. That's very honorable. Honorable of you. Let's talk about that ginormous fucking game that happened Monday, December 25th, which is Christmas time.
Happy
Congratulations,
holidays.
Christmas. I don't want to call that a Raiders Christmas present because I think the Raiders, honestly, it wasn't just a present for them, it was a present for America. Aaron,
Yeah,
what do you
it
got to
was.
say about that?
Hell
You're
yeah, I agree
welcome,
with that.
America.
Yeah.
You're welcome. Everybody say it with me. Raiders.
I don't really want to say that, but I will because fuck Taylor Swift and the
Thank
Chiefs.
you. Thank you. Holy shit. America loves to see Pat Mahomes cry. Shed some real tears after the game, after the Raiders defense fucking ate him up.
On
Yeah.
I
consecutive
don't
plays, baby. Let's go.
Yeah.
I've ever seen him so tired and so scared running around the field. Like
Floppy. Yeah.
the whole Raiders defensive line was in his face the whole game.
They were.
Caused a fumble for the touchdown, and 7 seconds later, Jack Jones picks one off and then runs it back to the house. Like, this was a complete and total Raiders defensive win game, and it is awesome just to see the Kansas City Chiefs just implode.
I love it.
It'd be
Look,
awesome.
Aaron, I'm
Yeah,
sure
I'm
you chugged the
gonna
whole.
give,
Go ahead, Nick.
like as Joe would say, give him his flowers, give him his fucking
Yeah.
flowers. I hate that saying, but with Jones like doing that pick six, fantastic fucking moment. And then like everyone was like, oh, why did he pull that away from the whatever,
Yeah.
the little fucking
The
Chiefs
little
fan kid?
Yeah.
He released that statement. And he was like, oh yeah, I pulled
Yeah.
it away from the black guy that was like trying to take it or whatever.
Yeah.
Regardless, I was hoping that he wouldn't say that because I was like, no, fuck you, guy.
Yeah.
Like, that's a fucking Chiefs fan.
I think I missed
Yeah.
that, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
That was hilarious.
So what it looked like at the time, Joe, is Jack Jones picked that off, stares down Mahomes as he's
pick
running
six?
in the house. Yeah. And then he finds a little kid, a little Chief fan. And then this is what it looks like in the moment without like knowing what actually happened. It's
Without
Jack
context.
Jones handing the kid the football and the kid's reaching out for it, and then Jack Jones pulls it back down and
Psych!
runs off with it.
I love it.
What-
It's great.
What had happened was he was trying to hand it to that kid, and then the guy behind the kid was trying to swoop in and get the ball. So Jack Jones was like, "Oh no, fuck that," and they ran away.
Yeah, no, I got you.
I still
But
think
it
they
looked.
did it.
Why did he give it to a
Chiefs?
Chiefs fan instead of a Raiders fan?
Yeah.
Was there no Raiders
I don't
fans?
know.
Exactly.
I don't know.
Exactly. I think he just used that as like cover up to like, not get
Yeah.
fined or whatever. But that's because the world is soft. America is soft. It's a bunch of bullshit.
You
I
know what-
It was
love
hilarious though.
Yeah,
You know what's
thought it was
powerful.
hilarious.
Yeah. I love that. Like, and you guys have
Yeah.
always been rivals. I mean, like,
Yeah.
that's fucking great. That kid is gonna
Yeah.
have a memory where he like
Yeah.
hates the fucking Raiders.
Oh
And
yeah,
it's
that's gonna
be
scar him for life. He's like, I fucking hate the Raiders now. Absolutely, this motherfucker took the ball away from me. What the fuck does who does he think he
As
is,
it
man?
should,
Yep.
because he loves Kermit the Frog, and Kermit
Yeah.
the Frog has been
Kermit
dead
the
since
Frog
we were,
with
like,
ketchup
fucking
on a
14.
steak.
Yeah, ketchup on your steak alone, bro.
Horrible.
Hey,
It's not good.
Aaron, I hope you celebrated with a good 12, hammering a 12-pack of Bud Light on behalf of Mr. Pfizer, Travis Kelsey. I hope you did, man.
I was at work. I was at work all day.
Well,
Actually,
afterwards, of course.
the game started at 10. I started at 10, and I was there until 8, and I was just fucking exhausted. afterwards.
Good Christmas
But,
gift for you, brother. I remember
yeah,
last year.
It was.
I remember last year the Rams played at Denver on Christmas Day. I was like, oh, well, one of our few wins of the fucking year with Baker Mayfield. But it was great.
This was
You
also
know,
the most watched game on Christmas Day
No shit,
in
really?
NFL history. Yeah.
More than the
Yeah, 'cause
40,
the
more
Packers
than the
weren't
Monday
playing.
Night Football game?
The
Oh yeah,
Packers
yeah.
were playing. Yeah,
kudos
that's
to you,
why.
Nick. That's fair. More than the Monday Night Football game because that's what
Yep.
everyone was looking forward to.
Yep.
Wow.
It was the most watched game on Christmas Day.
There's your stats
That's
and
'cause-
there's your stats
Yeah.
entirely right
Yeah.
there, man.
Yeah, but the stats is totally because of Taylor Swift and her crying like a little bitch.
Well,
And-
you know, I
but
mean,
and you know what? And then on the plus side, though, that many people got to see them all cry.
yes, I fucking love it. Fuck
Kelsey
Taylor Swift.
slamming his helmet into the ground. That was
Yep.
beautiful, man. It was awesome.
Mhm.
All right, so let's stop bullshitting and talk a little bit more about that. Actually, the 9
Shout
and
out
6
Antonio
Chiefs,
Pierce.
9-6 Chiefs right now. Las Vegas Raiders 7-8, tied with the Denver Broncos. Okay, we all know Russell Wilson's getting benched, right? So
Mhm.
Getting
let's
cut.
go Broncos country.
Let's
Boom,
ride.
boom, boom. Jacksonville Jaguars 8-7. We're talking like playoffs a little bit here, obviously, because we're in week
Jacksonville
whatever.
leads their division, right?
Well, they're tied with the Indianapolis Colts at 8-7. They do win when you talk about the conference wise. They're 6 and or actually, are they
What
losing?
about the tiebreaker? Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, I think they're losing. Regardless, neither of those teams are going to do anything. I'm looking actually, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm literally
Jacksonville
looking
will win a
actually
game and then they're one and done.
at the Vegas Raiders coming up on this like surprise make it to the wild card. And I don't know if they'll go very far, but regardless, the fact that they've done that much to get there is amazing to me. And what a turnaround of a season. Like, if you want to talk about like a comeback season,
Let's give a round of applause here for the Raiders here. You know what I mean?
honestly, I do. I respect that. See, I can respect that. I'm a man of fact, and that is a fucking great fact.
Real quick, I think there's three teams that really turned it around when they hit the shit this season. Raiders number 1, the Cleveland Browns number 2, who just won over the Jets 37-20 with Flacco balling out of control, and I'm also going to say the Buffalo Bills, turn it around after firing their offensive coordinator Joe Brady. They've turned around too. So interesting thing.
That's cute and all, but that's beside the point.
All AFC teams, ironically.
You got to keep stealing the spot, don't you? You can't just
No,
wait till I get to the fucking thing that we got to talk about.
Every week.
Every fucking week. Where I was going with this before I got entirely sidetracked, and that's why probably people have stopped watching because Joe just interrupts the fucking segment.
All right, look.
Is back on that whole train and the train of all the turnovers, or the turnover within the organization. But I wanted to go back to the touching point of Josh Jacobs.
Oh, good Lord.
Oh God.
Oh Lord, have mercy. How many rushing yards you had last week?
And I had a great augmentation, segmentation, whatever the fuck, right into it, Joe, and you had to fuck it up.
My bad.
805 yards. 233 rushing attempts, okay? What was our bet, Aaron?
So
what's the
what's
bet,
going
Aaron?
to happen is he's going to get 250 yards against the Colts this weekend, and then 250 yards against the Broncos next weekend. So it's just they're keeping it all down to the wire.
It looks like he didn't play last weekend.
I look forward to my Charles Woodson bottle of whiskey.
Yeah. It's not over yet.
So why are the Raiders so good right now? Why are they
defense?
hot?
It's defense. Offense. I mean, you can't
agree.
say it's the offense right now. Obviously, without having completed pass after the first quarter last week, it was all defense, which kind of scares me going forward because we can't. Any defense, no matter how good they are, you can't rely on them to score you points every week.
Yep.
Exactly. They've just been able to make plays the last couple of weeks to score points to help us win, but the offense is definitely not helping. So defense is my answer.
Defense, baby.
Aaron, watch this shit play out, okay? Off-season, Antonio Pierce gets finalized, 4-year deal, head coach. And then they sign Russell Wilson to be their starting quarterback.
Honestly, not just because he's a Bronco, Russell Wilson doesn't fit into the Raiders offense.
Yeah.
No, he doesn't.
Right.
He's not a good fit for the Raiders.
I agree
I
with you.
think
That'd be so funny though if it that happened.
The Raiders wouldn't take on his contract.
Well, here's the thing: is like, so he has a dead cap of 39, so they'll sign him to a deal of like 10 million. So whatever money the Raiders pay him for that season, or whatever team pays him for that season, is what the Broncos don't have to pay him for that 39 million dead cap.
Oh, no. I don't want him.
Personally, knowing like coming from the Green Bay Packers and like a what the fuck offense, like who's supposed to be a quarterback and everything with Jordan Love developing. I mean, Aiden O'Connell is showing some good stuff. He's not like great, but he has like flash moments. If you can coach all the errors out of him,
He needs to grow. He needs to grow.
What? I had this thought to help Aiden O'Connell grow. Let him play under, for a year, maybe two, under a vet. I thought of this yesterday. Okay, call me crazy.
You have a vet in mind?
I think because we sell Jimmy G, we trade Jimmy G and a second-round pick to the Jets for Aaron Rodgers for a year.
All right, you're done.
Why not? Why not?
Oh,
goodness. Yeah, that's probably not gonna happen.
The Jets are running it back, bro. I hate to break it to you.
But Devontae Adams, Aaron Rodgers wants to play Devontae Adams. Devontae Adams isn't leaving Las Vegas.
Yeah,
so,
I agree.
Bring Rodgers over here. Let him sit behind him for a little bit.
Personally, I'm curious how much Tom Brady could be involved because he's a quote unquote minority owner. I mean, get some lessons from the GOAT, right?
That's a good point. I like that. Yeah. Like, how much influence could he have? Like, who could he bring in? Who could he be like, hey, you know what?
Because he's supposed to be broadcasting next season too, so I don't know what the rules and stipulations are.
Yeah, it's probably.
I don't think when he signed his ownership thing or whatever. I think one of the things was he wouldn't be involved in player transactions or
personnel.
I'd break that contract and I go pay me more money. I'll fucking develop.
Well, Fox is paying him the fucking bank here. I mean, it's kind of hard to break that. I hear you. There's a team out there that wants Jimmy G. Maybe the Vikings. I don't know. Who knows, man? But I like your idea of playing behind a veteran quarterback in general. I don't think Brian Hoyer cuts it, to be honest with you. So,
no, Brian Hoyer is going to be gone after this year.
Agreed.
I got to give credit to the Raiders organization once again. I'm just going to keep doing it because I think that for a turnaround, so quick, they're not everyone knows they're not going to go to the Super Bowl, but it's fuck, this actually starts to look like a decent team where you can upset people, which is how I felt about the Packers.
Yeah.
And them going in and defeating Kansas City and all that.
This is the team we thought we would see at the beginning of the season. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, but I also think that it speaks more to Kansas City now on the opposite end of how unreliable they are.
They're falling apart.
Do not bet on that team when they play against any of our teams. Fucking trash.
They got Cincy this week, so yeah. I mean,
let's move on. Talk playoffs real quick. How much are we all sold on the Niners going the farthest probably in the playoffs?
San Francisco Invitational for the NFC Championship? I think so.
Yeah. Is that where I'll be? Yeah.
Cowboys and Eagles have too many flaws right now.
Yeah. So let's speak on that. I want to speak on the Eagles.
Cool.
Are we a firm believer in Hurts? Like a 6-1 at home. 6-1 at home. That's pretty
Aaron,
good.
go first.
Yeah, I think the Eagles are falling apart. They just don't look good. They don't look like they're all meshing well on the field together, and Hurts just isn't playing well.
Yeah. And I'm gonna touch on that real quick too. Think of them as what's that fucking Jenga puzzle that stands up? You pull it.
Jenga.
Yeah, Jenga. Yeah.
What's that one game they call Jenga or stacks of it?
It's like Jenga, but they stack up.
Yeah.
And you pull,
Yeah. So at the beginning of the year, they are Jenga. Oh, Django, whatever. They're literally a Jenga puzzle, and you start pulling out the pieces, and you start seeing how sloppy they are. They're just all over the place, and everyone's like, "Oh yeah, Hurts is the quarterback of the future," and all that stuff. And everyone's like, "Oh." All those haters are like, oh, he's a runner first and the thrower second,
yeah, like Lamar in his early years.
It's becoming true though. Like they keep saying that, and it's
Yeah.
like, okay, well, he's a one threat weapon.
Yeah.
Throw it
got
down, cover AJ Brown, and then that's it. What are you gonna do? Devontae Smith, yeah, he's supposed to be great and all that stuff, but you're not throwing it to him. So
underutilized as fuck.
yeah.
I got a couple of things with the Eagles. I don't disagree with anything you guys are saying, but I think there's some extra things we need to point out that need to be addressed for sure. Number one, so coming into the season, the Eagles had the toughest schedule out of all the NFL teams. I think that's something to point out. Another big thing I want to point out too is their coordinator change. Both their offensive coordinator and defensive coordinator left the team. So the offensive coordinator Shane Steichen went to coach Colts. Defensive coordinator went to Arizona Cardinals. Their current coordinator is Brian Johnson. And Shane Steichen and Hurts have such a good connection, kind of like the Aaron Rodgers and Hackett connection, where they just know each other, what to call and stuff. So there is a sense of
Well,
Brian
that point is invalid because Hackett and Rodgers didn't need me to play.
Well, I'm saying during the Green Bay years though. Just
yeah,
talk
but
about that sync. I'm talking about that
we
sync.
don't care about that because that's old news, bro. But go ahead.
But you see what I'm talking about,
the
relationship from the offensive coordinator to the quarterback?
No, that's not a relationship, though.
Okay, how about Sean McVay to Matthew Stafford?
Like me saying, yeah, I remember that one girl I dated last year. It was like the best years of my life. And you're like, yeah, no one gives a fuck.
Anyway, I think there's just a pickup with Brian Johnson and Jalen Hurts, just the play calling, the situational awareness. Also, I think that Hurts is still kind of injured, his knee from earlier this year. I think there's still an injury concern, to be honest with you. And their defense is complete shit. So, Eagles, they could fix this stuff in the offseason, but right now they're not winning the Super Bowl or going to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There's some stuff that needs to be pointed out, but I think Hurts is going to be good. He's going to be the next quarterback for the next 10 years ish.
Jenga,
yeah.
Jenga.
They just got to find the pieces to re-put back into the Jenga stack to make it stable again.
Yeah, so I think we're all in agreement that the Niners are going to take the NFC.
Even though they got demolished by the Ravens, which was beautiful to watch. Oh my Jesus.
The one thing I'm pissed off about is the fucking Lions fucking winning the North. I'm not pissed off about it, but like
Rodgers is.
Yeah, well, Rodgers is a crybaby a little bit.
He's also in the AFC now, so he's irrelevant.
I know his Packer heritage tells him otherwise, though.
Yeah. I got to give it to the Lions. 11-4. They look like shit the last couple of weeks, but
do we give a shout out to the Lions breaking the 30-year curse here? You know.
Well, Dan Campbell. I'll give a shout out to Dan Campbell. Nobody else. Yes. Yeah, he fucking turned that team around.
Goff did too. I mean, he was a mediocre quarterback when he got there. I think he's actually gotten better. To be honest with you.
Yeah, he has. He's actually grown. I believe that. I would relate with that. AFC. All right. Dolphins or the Ravens. Look, everyone, the Cleveland Browns, as tonight's Thursday night right now, and they're fucking doing the Cleveland thing, whatever. No one gives a fuck. Fuck the Cleveland Browns, in my opinion.
Whoa. Come on now.
They all beat their wives, beat random strangers. They fucking beat their kids. They get
Kareem Hunt here.
They get fucking massages. I don't give a fuck about all this fucking team. This team is a bunch of what's that movie?
The Expendables? No,
they're
Expendable.
The one where they play my God.
The Replacement?
Gridiron Gang? No.
Longest Yard?
You know what I'm talking about. The one where they're all in prison.
Yeah, the Longest Yard. Yeah, the Longest Yard.
I thought you said Molly Shard. I was like,
no,
I don't know what Molly Shard is.
Molly Shard.
Per my last email.
Yeah, Longest Yard. Yeah, Longest Yard. It's a Longest Yard team.
It said Flacco never went to prison.
Yeah. So anyways, Baltimore Ravens, Miami Dolphins. Who are we picking?
Ravens. Are you picking a Dolphin? Oh, yeah, he's a Tua supporter and sympathizer. Forgot about that. Tyreek Hill sympathizer. Forgot about that.
Yeah, Tyreek Hill.
Not a sympathizer if he's the best fucking wide receiver in the league.
Well,
yeah, that's yeah, of course he is. But
the line right now is Baltimore 3 points at home against the Dolphins. So we'll see, man.
Should be a good game.
Okay, Cleveland versus Baltimore. Who are we taking in the playoffs?
Baltimore.
Oh.
I might take Cleveland. You fucking retarded. No
I think I'm going to take Cleveland.
Like, what are you talking about right now, Joe?
I think I'm going to take Cleveland. I'm sorry, man. Flacco revenge game against his old team. the guy that replaced him.
How do you?
Carefully, that's how. That's my hot take for the week right there. I'm taking the Cleveland Browns over the Ravens. I think Joe Flacco's going to ball out of control like he did tonight. What was it? 3 tutties with 310
I mean, is it
passing yards?
really a hot take this week if they don't play each other though?
No, I'm saying in the playoffs when they do eventually meet up, though.
Your words make me cringe.
I guess we'll see. I guess time will only
That's
tell.
fine. I agree. Time will tell. I agree with you on that.
This is like, I bet you this is how you flirt too. You're just like, hey, guess what? Like you whisper it in someone's ear, and it's just like,
Yeah, you
"This
want
is
to hear the
worst
hot
thing I've
take
ever
of the week?
fucking heard."
It's like the Yin Yang Twins, the whisper song. Hey, little mama, let me whisper, and you'll hear.
Whisper
No.
in your ear.
Okay, fine. So if the Browns were to play Miami, who do you think will win?
Bronze. I'm sorry. I have hitched my bandwagon to the Browns and the AFC specifically.
So do you think
Went
the
from the-
Browns are going to the Super Bowl?
It went from the Jets to
Yeah,
Cleveland.
right.
They went from the
Yeah.
Jets to Cleveland now. So
Do you think the Browns are going to the
It
Super Bowl
sounds like,
then?
it sounds like you're saying the Browns are going to the Super Bowl.
I mean, is that out of the realm of possibility at
Yes,
11
it
and
is
5?
out of the.
You know. Okay, are we taking the Browns or the Chiefs?
Yeah, Browns.
Okay, thank you. Okay, let's just establish a baseline here, right? No,
Jesus, your guys' baselines are all over the place.
the
If
Browns
the
or the
Browns
Bills?
go to the Super Bowl, I will snort live cocaine on this episode, or on an episode of.
That's fine. I'll
Opinions
censor
Mostly.
it out. I'll blur it. That's good.
I'll
We can
do it
do that.
with you.
Let's go, because my
Let's
wife
just-
will never let me do it because it'll never fucking happen.
Let's just do it anyway.
All right, keeping the note right here. I'm gonna put the note right here. I'm putting a
Let's just do
sticky
it
note on my
anyways,
wall.
live. I will snort a toad's penis off. I don't know. I
You're
don't
supposed to
know.
lick the toad for the toxins or whatever.
Oh, whatever. That's what I meant. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Fuck this bullshit. If you guys are still watching, you're dumb. Number one. Number two, please leave a comment, like, subscribe.
Support us 3
All right.
jabronis, you know.
Let's hurry up.
Yeah, let's hurry up. Yeah, we're just
It's getting
talking
late.
over it.
Let's get late.
Aaron's sick and tired, and he's fucking got the
No.
COVID.
No, I got to get up in the morning and go to work.
Lions versus Cowboys. Who are we picking?
Lions.
I agree,
Redemption time.
Lions.
Redemption time.
Dallas can't run
Cowboys.
the ball at all, and their defense is sus. So if they're kind of like Mike Shanahan and Niners. Their defense and offense only does good when they're up by like 2 touchdowns. You know.
Okay, well then, if the Lions are upsetting the Cowboys, I'm picking the Dolphins to upset the Ravens.
Whoa! All right,
All right. Okay.
It's in Baltimore. Just want to make you aware.
As you know already, my Green Bay Packers. Oh yeah, we haven't even touched on this stupid subject. I'll go fast, Aaron. We fucking suck. I've been calling for Joe Barry's head for a long fucking time. I told you that. I told you that like before all the Packers and all the media that you saw was going, oh, we need Joe Barry to get out of here. I've been saying that for rewind the tape. It's not about being right, but also I am fucking right. So my point is, our offense is looking good. Our offense is looking fine for how young they are and how new they are. Get rid of our defense because we're playing soft zone coverage in a stop them from getting into field goal range situation. What the fuck? Every kid that plays fucking Madden knows how to fucking do that.
You're
Bullshit. Fucking bullshit. Okay, Jair Alexander right now going on suspension for like going to North Carolina and doing his fucking bullshit. We look like dumbasses. What
Yeah.
kind of coach does not know the fucking penalties for those kind of things? Like he's
Is
just-
that on LaFleur not being a captain for that week? That's from Charlotte, or is that on Brady?
It's half and half in my opinion. It's all, actually I say it's 33.33, 33 and all. that
Yeah, a
bullshit.
third each one. Jair just stepped out of
Yeah.
line. Like, no, I'm gonna
And-
block out there. Fuck it.
And Joe Barry should know better. Like Joe Barry should be like, what the fuck is he doing out there? It's my guy. I'm literally in charge of him. All right, don't get me started. Okay, so
Nick,
anyways, we would be an actually decent team where I'd feel like right now if I had to pick like Raiders or Packers, I'd pick the Raiders because I'm more confident in their fucking sensibility to be a fucking team. Okay, so
Also,
Green Bay.
On that note, just throw this in real quick too. Another stat: the Raiders are the least penalized team in the league too. Keep going.
No shit. Is
yeah.
that really?
And our special teams is the most penalized special teams with the
Oh, good
defense
word.
kind
Oh,
of
good
tandem.
word.
You know,
Yeah.
I'm just
So
great point, man.
I was watching the
Great
game
point.
with your dad on Sunday, and he was like, "Fucking Joe Brady!" Like every time the Packers were on defense, and the Carolina Panthers converted something like 3rd and 8 or 3rd and 3.
No shit.
And then, like you pointed out, the Panthers scored the most points this season against Joe Brady and the Packers defense, like you pointed out on the text message thread. Shout
That's
out to
right.
Nick for the facts entirely
Mhm.
here.
I pay attention to my team.
But yeah, I mean, like the Packers did just enough to win. It was another home game for y'all. That was
We
mostly.
didn't do just enough to win, though. See that?
Well,
I hate that. I hate those statements.
Well, in terms of like the Panthers scoring as much as they did, though.
I know, but we did just enough to not lose. Is the way I like to
All
think
right,
about it.
all
Fuck
right,
that.
that's fair.
It's fucking absolute bullshit. We should have lost that game, and I would have been much happier if we lost that game because we
Then Joe
deserved
Brady
it.
would be out the door.
Joe Barry.
Joe Barry,
Yeah,
excuse
Joe
me.
Barry, and we would have. Okay, I'm done.
I think he's gone after the season anyway. I think the Packers are just
stop.
riding the season out.
I just hate it. I just want us to lose already. I'm done. I'm fucking sick and tired of the Packers. Next year we might be good.
Love making
We'll see how the
steps, though.
defense shapes up.
Love
Well,
making steps.
I'll give credit to our offense, and like we've had a really rough running back situation, but we still like managed to pull it off. And when LaFleur calls run, pass, and then all of a sudden he's like, okay, that's not good. Let's just start pass.
Nick, you know what's funny?
Oh God! Oh, what's gonna happen next? Maybe he'll fucking figure it out that we should run, pass, or pass, run, and switch it up a little bit. But until he fucking does, it's whatever. We got next year, okay? That's what all Packer fans are saying. Next year, if we don't die because we ate too much fucking cheese, pretzels, and fucking drank too much beer, we'll be happy.
Nick, you know what's funny is there was a 3rd and 8.
There's nothing funny.
No, it was 3rd and 4. It was a run, and then it was shotgun, and Love does a shotgun pass, like a 28-yard pass to Romeo Dobbs on 3rd and 3, and Dobbs actually completed it. As soon as I saw that, I was like, Nick is just rolling in his couch right now because we're calling a long ass pass on 3rd and 4 where we get a quick slant across the middle or some bullshit.
I mean, I used to.
You talked about it earlier. You've talked about it before. It's like, why are we calling this like fucking 20-yard gain on 3rd and 4 when we just need 4 yards, not 29 fucking yards?
Thank you for acknowledging that. Like, I'd be a better play caller than all these fucks in the Packers organization. But that's beside the point. Let's move on. Let's.
I just thought about you about that. I was like, yep, Nick's probably fucking shitting his pants right now watching that.
I appreciate that.
But he's like, yes, go. It's a play. It's like it's one of those plays like no, yes, go.
Well, yeah, but like okay, Packers versus Vikings. I think we're gonna lose. I think that's the end of our season.
Really?
And I'd be happy to see it. Yeah.
No.
The Vikings are starting a new starting quarterback for their first start, a rookie.
It does not matter. Our defense, like I just said, is crap. You can do anything you want to us. 30 points to the fucking Panthers?
Minnesota is the favorite by 1 point at home. So that means Vegas is giving the Packers 2 points on the road.
So take the fucking 2 points and bet on the fucking Vikings with your whole entire life savings.
All right. All right.
All right. Anyway, I do not admit any fault on that bet, and I'm just gonna keep moving. Raiders versus Colts. That's gonna be the good game. I think.
Oh, it's gonna be a huge one.
Yeah, I think the Raiders. Actually, I have hope, and I believe that the Raiders are the lost ark. You know,
Raiders offense needs to produce, no questions.
Yeah, if the Raiders offense produces, I think we're gonna win out.
Unless Minshew Mania shows up.
Do we know how much we're trying to get Devontae Adams involved in all this? Like
seriously, right?
They're trying. There's honestly been like Aiden O'Connell didn't really. He had some bad throws, but Adams also had some really bad drops last week too.
Yeah.
Like,
well, I wonder if it's because he's not getting used enough. It's like you keep like getting hit, and you're like,
how much are those two working together? You know, that's what I want to know too.
Apparently, they're close. Like
okay. Indianapolis is the favorite by 3.5 at home. So straight up home win is what Vegas is looking
Raiders. Going
That's
Raiders.
a close one. I might take the 3.5 with the Colts, but also at the same time, that's not my safe bet.
Colts have been
all
rolling,
right,
man. Yeah, absolutely.
Raiders
I can
defense
see it.
has been able to stop anybody the last few weeks.
Yeah, that's true. The quiet Rams right here coming up. It's the most silent. The Rams. It's the silence of the lambs. If you ask me, Rams coming up,
Yeah.
playing the Giants.
I'm
So
going Rams.
DeVito is benched, as y'all know. What Tyrod Taylor's coming in?
Yes,
He's
sir.
fucking
Rams are the favorite on the road by 5.5. Let me tell you what, guys. There's two teams that I think everyone should fear in the playoffs going forward. It's my Los Angeles Rams and the Buffalo Bills. I think both teams are just fucking hitting their stride right now for sure. Stafford should be MVP consideration. I've heard numerous people talk about it. He's not going to get it, but he should probably get like 1 or 2 votes. But he's been balling out of control. I saw a list of the top 10 quarterbacks leading in interceptions. Guess what? He's not on that list. He's outside the top 10, baby. Given he missed one game, but hey, I know the narrative with Stafford,
Whatever.
That's pretty funny. Yeah. That's
Puka
pretty funny.
Nacua, he only needs 140 yards the next couple games to be the leading rookie wide receiver for receiving yards all time. Kyron Williams is doing good. We're healthy, which is fucking shocking. Cooper Kupp is good. Cooper Kupp's been acting more as a decoy for Puka Nacua because Puka is like a magnet. He just fucking catches everything. So it's been fun watching the Rams. I mean, I remember talking to people. Shout out to David Benko. He's like, the Rams are trash. They're only win 4 games this season. So it's been fun watching it, man. Boys, let me tell you.
Yeah, I mean, you guys got something.
Our defense is the weak link.
We're gonna do our last couple segments here. So you boys ready?
Yes, sir. Let's go. Let's do it,
3
baby.
segments.
Dial it in.
My segment's gonna be different because I do not have a bet right now because it's been tough. It's been tough. Life's been tough. Everything's been upset. But if we did a shark chomp, what the fuck is that? We would talk about Kyler Murray.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
And what we're gonna talk about Kyler Murray is who gives a fuck about Kyler Murray?
Good Lord Almighty.
I chomped him. He's done.
Chomped him.
All right.
He's done.
That's your shark chomp dumbass of the fucking year of the whole fucking league. Okay. No one cares about Kyler Murray.
Yeah, I wasn't prepared to do this, so I'm gonna keep my hammering the stats with the Raiders Chiefs game being the most
Absolutely
watched, Christmas Day game, and the Raiders at least.
Our next segment is hammering the stats. Let's go, Aaron.
Baby.
Hey, Aaron, baby.
Just did it.
I love it.
Oh.
Nick, were you not paying attention?
And then our next segment.
That was awesome.
Yeah, I mean, obviously he sucks.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing really to talk about. He's hurt and he plays video games all the time. And he's just a wash up. Like he's never a wash in, so he's a wash up.
Pretty
What
standard.
are we talking about?
Kyler.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder what his stats were November 11th when Modern Warfare 3 came out.
Like his
Early release.
KDR?
No, like his stats on the football field. The
Yeah,
following
his QBR.
Sunday.
What's his QBR?
I like that too.
Oh,
I think I'm on a different page than you guys, probably because I don't give a fuck.
He's dialed in from B-Dubs.
Yeah, B-Dubs got me wild.
Introduce my thing here, Nick. Let's get it going, baby.
Okay, guys. If you stuck around this long, you're dumb, and we love you for watching. Our last segment is what is it? Joe Special Teams Facts Entirely.
Give me 1 sec here. I'm Googling it, actually.
You don't even fucking know it.
You told him to introduce you.
Oh, I got it right here. Perfect.
This is why we need producers.
It's funny.
We're all gonna quit.
I was thinking, special teams. I mean, everyone's been shitting on your Rams before the season even started. You got Stafford and then Cooper Kupp and Aaron Donald. That's it. It's like, your team's gonna be trash. Shout out to David Benko.
Mm-hmm.
The over/under for the Rams this season was 6.5 wins. folks. We're currently 8-7. And in playoff contention, facing the Giants. And then we're going to face the Niners. Hopefully they're resting
You
players.
call
So
that a fact? That's not
that
a
is facts
fucking
entirely
fact.
right now. Absolutely, man.
No, it's not.
Absolutely. The fact,
You want to hear another fact?
the fact is
Packers
we
are
were
7-8.
the record. Vegas had us winning 6.5 games. We're already over that at 8. We're gonna probably go 9-10, baby. So let's fucking go. I have some pride in my team, and it's been a wild ride, baby.
That's
That is
not
your
a fucking
facts.
fact, bro.
Well, it is a fact. Vegas had us
It's
on
a
the over under
shitty
6.
fact.
Okay, well, it's a fact nevertheless. So I'll take it.
All right, guys, and now for Shark Chomp's fact of the week. Facts entirely. The Packers are 7-8. No one thought we'd be 7-8, but we're 7-8.
Yeah, I thought you were gonna be 2-16. To be honest with you.
I thought your fucking mom was gonna suck my chode.
Well, you thought wrong. Those are opinions. Mostly.
Present it.
Cause it's a big dick, baby. No, okay, all right. This is getting out.
Jesus.
Um.
Cut that.
So Joe Burrow, huh? No.
How about Joe Burrow? You guys heard about this guy? You know, Joe Burrow? Oh.
Greatest quarterback all time. All right, let's wrap this up. I was just fucking with you guys. Long story short, this year is kind of a wash. No one really kind of cares because it's like so much bullshit. It's so much like interchangeable bullshit. And Taylor Swift coming in here to fuck everything up. Us shutting that bitch up, like slapping her down, going like, "Bam, Taylor Swift, don't
You're
sue
welcome,
me."
America.
It's me.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm the problem.
Hey.
It's me.
Aaron, I'm gonna give you credit for like "You're welcome, America," but also we did it too. So
Shout out to
Yeah.
Aaron.
no, shout out to the Packers and the Raiders, dude.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, I might pass on that.
Oh, you're fired.
You're fired. You're fired.
we,
Tommy DeVito coming in here. Fine, yeah.
this is exactly we have the same exact record, and we both beat the Chiefs, and Joe's still just a dumbass.
Shout out to the Packers beating the Chiefs.
And the Raiders.
He's like,
we-
yeah, Joe.
We
you
get the
ruined
flowers
this.
early with the Raiders. Now it's the Packers. So
You single-handedly ruined this episode. All right,
On that
I'm gonna leave
note,
you with
folks-
this. I'm gonna leave you with this. Jordan Love, 3,587 yards passing, 27 touchdowns, and 11 interceptions. That's a fucking thing of beauty. I mean, that is a
how does it
Fucking
compare to Rodgers'
amazing.
rookie year or his first year starting?
more touchdowns than Patrick Mahomes, less interceptions than Patrick Mahomes. So,
There we go. That's all I need to hear.
all right, guys. Until next time, thanks for watching. If you watched this far, if you didn't, we don't blame you. Like,
Absolutely
comment,
not.
subscribe, do something. We love you. You want some free merch? Here, reach Joe at what's your address, Joe?
JoeSpoilerich@gmail.com, and we can get you the Old Opinions, mostly shirts, baby.
Let's go.
$55 a pop. They're made from Louis Vuitton.
Until next time, send him bums at blank. Come on. Cut the episode, dude. No. Love you. Bye.
Bye.